Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your daily dose of zombies news from the game and its community here on COD Zombies HQ. Thank you so much for tuning in today, where as of the latest update to Vanguard, a bunch of new files were added into the game that have since been data mined and leaked that point to exactly what Treyarch is planning to add into Vanguard Zombies in the coming weeks to hopefully start fleshing out this mode a little bit more. So without further ado, let's kick things right off with our first story of the day. With the latest Vanguard update, Reality UK over on Twitter was able to look within the files and pull out a bunch of announcer dialogue for unreleased Zombies content that, like always, if Treyarch doesn't randomly scrap it, is likely to be added into the game soon. Specifically, there's dialogue and strings of text for 3 new game modes that will be added into Vanguard Zombies. But like seemingly a lot of Vanguard Zombies, if you played Cold War Zombies, these will be familiar to you. The first new game mode that is likely to be added into the game is that of Cranked, where we saw Cranked added as one of the first new game modes in Cold War, where you've got to take down zombies quickly as a timer depletes, with a bunch of new announcer dialogue for Cranked being added into the Vanguard Zombies files. It's likely we'll see it in this game mode too. The question is though, as Cranked was exclusively played on round-based maps in Black Ops Cold War Zombies, I'm not sure how they're going to implement it in this game. They could make it so that this Cranked game mode strips out objectives entirely from Daron Fang, and zombies will just kind of spawn in like a round-based map in the hub where you just have to take them down quickly in order to keep your timer filled. It's an interesting choice that they're going with Cranked again. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more originality here, but Cranked at least will be new content and a little bit of an alternative to the regular standard Daron Fang we've got right now. The second new game mode that is coming to Vanguard Zombies will be, again, a little bit of a sequel from a mode that was released in Cold War, where Cold War was the first game where seasonal events played a large role in the Zombies mode, where just a few weeks ago we finished the Halloween event in Cold War Zombies, which I think was probably the most successful and fun Zombies seasonal event Treyarch has ever done. But if you remember, it wasn't the first seasonal event they added into Cold War Zombies. That first seasonal event was called Jingle Hells, where they released a Christmas-themed version of the first launch map, Die Maschine, and changed up the gameplay mechanics that allowed you only to get new weapons from presents dropped on the ground rather than spinning the mystery box. Well, it seems like Vanguard Zombies will also get its own version of Jingle Hells, as a bunch of new dialogue for the mode have been added into the files. Hopefully it's a little bit better than the original version of Jingle Hells. The Cold War version wasn't received very positively. One of the big issues with that Cold War version is, for some reason, Treyarch disabled all Easter eggs within Die Maschine when you're playing Jingle Hells, and players weren't very happy about that. At least in Vanguard, Treyarch did some thinking and said, hey, there's no Easter eggs to disable in Jingle Hells if there's no Easter eggs in the map at all. Treyarch did actually officially previously announce that seasonal Zombies content will be coming into the mode. It will be Jingle Hells once again for Christmas time. The third new game mode is one that actually could be a lot of fun, and that was apparently added into the PlayStation exclusive Onslaught mode last year in Cold War Zombies. I actually wasn't aware of this and I didn't actually get a chance to play it, but an official gun game mode will be coming into Vanguard Zombies, likely giving the player a random weapon every single round within the mode. Honestly, that does sound pretty darn fun, and it might make the base gameplay of Daron Fang a little bit more interesting, as you're forced to approach different objectives differently depending on what random weapon you get every single time. But that wasn't the only seemingly leaked content found in the files as of this latest update. Those 3 game modes aside, we now have our first official reference to what is likely going to be a new wonder weapon that's going to be added into Vanguard Zombies sometime soon. The quote, just like all the other quotes beforehand, I can't actually play for you guys because Activision will strike me down. It is linked down in the description if you want to check it out for yourself after this video, but the quote seems to be what one of the demons will say when you pull this wonder weapon from the mystery box, where it says, "Wonder weapon, I don't have to wonder what it does." I'm sure you don't, cheeky demon, I'm sure you don't. One of the immediate things the community noticed about Vanguard Zombies is the lack of any wonder weapon for essentially the first time ever for a Treyarch Zombies product, but it does seem like Treyarch is working on rectifying that issue, and one could be added into the mode, possibly sometime in Season 1, or even when the official main Easter egg launches sometime after Season 1, likely at the start of Season 2. Reality also says that I don't know if they're in the game yet, but we should be seeing a random perk drop and a fire sale drop soon. I don't really know how fire sale will work, as you know, there's only one place with a box in it, and you don't really get to stay there for too long. But he does seem like he's saying this because both the files for a perk drop power-up and a fire sale were added into the Vanguard Zombies mode. If they'll end up spawning in Daron Fang, we don't know, or if they'll perhaps spawn as part of the Jingle Hells event that will be added around Christmas time. Reality did also find Zombies announcer dialogue that simply announces that you've got an ammo mod. Now, ammo mods, as we traditionally know them in Zombies, with their traditional ammo mods or AATs from Black Ops Cold War Zombies, like Turned and like Cryo Freeze, have been instead turned into Covenants here in Vanguard. We did see ammo mods dropping in Cold War Zombies as part of the Halloween event. You get them from pumpkins, but there was no dialogue associated with them. Instead, this dialogue in Vanguard is likely to be associated with some kind of drop. Now, there was an ammo mod power-up drop in Cold War Zombies, but it was pretty rare to get, and you can only get it from the Trials machine back in that game, so perhaps they're looking to take that feature one step further here in Vanguard. This could end up being just cut content, or it could mean that Treyarch is planning on re-adding AATs in some form here in Vanguard Zombies that would likely not have anything to do with the Covenant system like they currently do. As always, since these are leaked files, things at Treyarch are subject to change, and they do seem to change at Treyarch fairly often, but at least this leaked file drop does give us a look into the future of what we can expect to be added, probably within Season 1 here in Vanguard. But moving on to our next story of the day, some universal promotional codes were discovered that enables you to get 3 separate pieces of free content within Vanguard. These codes, when redeemed on the official Call of Duty website, which I'll link down in the description, add to your account the Crunchy's Comet Dorito charm and the Hang On back there that you can add to your weapons. The Dorito one looks a little too promo-y to me, but the fighter plane charm does actually look cool, and I can see myself rocking it on one of my weapons. The other code that has been found rewards you with a calling card. It's this Crown of Crunch calling card, which I mean you can use if you want. There's probably not many people in the game that has this right now. Thanks to Zesty over on Twitter for compiling all of them. You can find the codes and redeem site link down in the description if you want to add them into your own game. But guys, that does wrap up the news today. I want to thank you so much for watching. Hey, if you enjoyed it, consider hitting the thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now that we've gotten our first glimpse into the DLC content that's going to be added into Vanguard Zombies, the question I ask you is this enough? And would the launch of these 3 new game modes be a good enough start to Treyarch's road to redemption of trying to fix and add content to Vanguard Zombies, or is this just not it, Chief? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you with another Zombies news video tomorrow. Peace.